Hey everybody, I just want to show you how to do these Richter scale problems that you're going to have this week for homework. And hopefully you can click this link in YouTube and it will show you exactly how to do it. So we're just learning that the Richter scale is a logarithmic scale. And that means that each number on the scale does not differ by 1, but by 10. So if you go from a 1 to a 2, so if you compare two different earthquakes and one is a 1 and the other one's a 2, the 2 is not 1 time stronger than the 1. It's 10 times stronger. And that's a lot. Okay, so if you compared like me, let's say I could lift 100 pounds, and you compared it to someone else who was 10 times stronger, that means they could lift 1,000 pounds, which with humans, we may be different from each other, but we're not 10 times different from each other. Very, very rarely are we that strong. Okay, so we're just trying to emphasize here how strong some of these earthquakes get. So what you're going to do is you're going to be filling out this table, and I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. And this whole video will take moments. All right. So all you're going to do is I'm going to give you a Richter scale reading. This is called Richter scale number 1. And then you're going to compare it to another Richter scale reading. This is Richter scale number 2. So this one's done for you. So let's say this Richter scale read a 4.1. And let's say this Richter scale read a 2.1. Okay, fine. So that means you want to find the difference between the two scales. So the difference would be 2. There's 2 steps, if you will, difference. Okay. And then this column says which scale is stronger, Richter scale 1 or 2. Well, obviously, the one with the higher number is going to be stronger. So scale number 1, and I just put my evidence there. It's a 4.1. And then you want to do the magnitude difference. So to find your magnitude is the same thing as strength. So I'm just going to put next to it so you know magnitude or strength difference. Okay, same thing, magnitude or strength. So all you do is you take the number 10 and then you raise it to your difference. So that's this column right here. So I do 10 raised to the 2. Okay, so 10 squared is the same as 10 times 10. So you might need to find a calculator for some of these, but the magic trick here is you just take the number 1 and then you add this many zeros. That's an easy way of doing, like 10 to the 2, 10 to the 3, 10 to the 4. Just start with 1 and then add as many zeros as you see. So like right here, I've got a 1 with 2 zeros. So it's 100 times stronger. So that means that a reading of 4.1 is 100 times stronger than a 2.1. And then energy difference is like energy release. It kind of goes along with magnitude. But to find your energy difference, you take 30 and you raise it to the difference. So in this situation, I'm going to take 30 and I'm going to raise it to the 2. So I got 900 times stronger. So that means a 4.1 is 900 times stronger. All right, so for the second one, I gave you 8 and 4. So just find the difference, and that's going to be 4. Now for the third one down, look what I gave you. I said I gave you one Richter scale reading, that's a 3. And then I said that Richter scale reading 2 here is 10,000 times different. So what you would have to do to figure out your difference, okay, is you would want to find the log of 10,000. All right. Now the log of 10,000 you're going to think is a really big number, but no, it's just what you have to raise 10 to get this number. So here's the trick. I see 4 zeros up, so that means it's 10 to the 4th. All right. So that means my difference is 4 right here. And then what would my Richter scale reading? Well, if this is a 3, what's 4 steps up? So it'd be like a 7 or something. So same thing here, and then these are just kind of comparing them. Notice that for this one right here, it's like the difference is going to be like 2.5. So you're going to do 10 to the 2.5. Okay, so it's going to be somewhere between 100 and 1,000 for this one right here. It won't be 100, won't be 1,000. Well, right between 20,000. So log of 20,000. Now 900 times. Here's an extra credit one right there. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to find what do you raise 32 to get 900. Okay, so you got to figure that one out, and that's your difference. And then you're comparing these two right here. So this is a little bit of a tricky one, and you're just filling this thing out. All right, so I hope that helps you. Go with my video and try to fill these out right here. Okay, and then you're going to get a quiz on this next week. All right, you'll get a quiz on this, and you're going to get a quiz on time difference, the time gap, and PT and PA and all that kind of good stuff. And that will be your next week's quiz, which is a little bit mathematical for you. Have a great week.